Kirsty Lynn Doothit.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere will bring us wireless emergency alerts. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
I've come up with the family emergency plan.
What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too.
Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
You were supposed to make a right, but you made a left. And it's okay, you found your way. On a personal note, as I was counseling the two of you,
Bethany Ann Doak. Ian Donnelly. Kirsty Lynn Doothit.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere will bring us wireless emergency alerts. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
I've come up with the family emergency plan.
What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too.
Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
you were supposed to make a right, but you made a left. And it's okay, you found your way. On a personal note, as I was counseling the two of you,
Bethany Ann Doak. Ian Donnelly. Kirsty Lynn Doothit.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere will bring us wireless emergency alerts. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
I've come up with the family emergency plan.
What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too.
Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
you were supposed to make a right, but you made a left. And it's okay, you found your way. On a personal note, as I was counseling the two of you,
Bethany Ann Doak. Ian Donnelly. Kirsty Lynn Doothit.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere will bring us wireless emergency alerts. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
I've come up with the family emergency plan.
What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too.
Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
you were supposed to make a right, but you made a left. And it's okay, you found your way. On a personal note, as I was counseling the two of you,
Bethany Ann Doak. Ian Donnelly. Kirsty Lynn Doothitt.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere will bring us wireless emergency alerts. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
I've come up with the family emergency plan.
What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
Me too.
Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
You were supposed to make a right, but you made a left. And it's okay, you found your way. On a personal note, as I was counseling the two of you,
Bethany Ann Doak. Ian Donnelly. Kirsty Lynn Doothitt.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere will bring us wireless emergency alerts. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
For being here this evening, and welcome to the special session City Council meeting of August 23rd, 2022. At this time, we'll call the meeting to order and move to roll call.
Councilmember Learman? Here. Councilmember Marsh?
Here.
Councilmember Vidiello? Here. Councilmember Wade?
Here.
Vice Mayor Manfredi?
Here.
Mayor Smith?
Here.
Ms.
Thank
Mayor,
you.
we have a quorum.
Thank you. At this time, we'll move to agenda item 3-3.1, and it reads as follows. Miscellaneous 22-30, the City Council shall discuss and possibly take action on selecting a method by which to fill the vacancy on the City Council. This is for discussion and action. And so City Council, I think in order to keep us moving in the right direction of a decision, what I've put in front of you is a proposal for the process for filling the seat. And if you wouldn't mind taking a look at it, and we can walk through it item by item. And at any point, if you have a discussion point, please let me know. And then if we covered the application as a second element of this agenda item, and then I would suggest, if you all are comfortable with it, for the third item, which would be the interview questions, it is listed on the executive session that we move into executive session for interview questions. And when we're going through the application, it does have some questions on it. So if you prefer something to be on the interview questions, I think let's not say that directly because we don't want to give any hints as to what the interview questions are. So that's just a thought that I had as going through this. So is that comfortable for everyone? Okay. So I guess let's just walk through this. This is a proposal for filling the council seat and a timeline. And so if you have your calendars out and if you have a question about the timeline, that should help as well. So, on Tuesday, August 23rd, City Council decides the process for filling the open City Council seat. That's happening right now. Wednesday, August 24th, City announcement that applications are available and due back to the City Clerk's office by September 6, 2022. Application should also indicate that top 3 candidates will be decided on September 13th, 2022, and that the interviews for the top 3 candidates will be done in a special session on that same date, September 13th, 2022, 6 p.m. Any questions so far? Okay. On Tuesday, September 6th, applications are due to City Clerk by close of business. On Wednesday, September 7th, applications will be sent to the Mayor and City Council to review. And then you can see I moved the next element down below to Tuesday, September 13th, where everything lines up. I had passed this by legal, and basically they said everything really does need to be done out in the public, not via an email vote. So if you move that down below as the first item for Tuesday, September 13th, Mayor and City Council will share their top 3 applications at the City Council special session. The City Clerk will tally immediately, and the City Clerk will inform City Council right there of the total tally and invite the top 3 candidates to interview individually at the special session on Tuesday, September 13th. I'll pause there. Any questions?
Excuse me, Mayor.
Yes. Right.
How will they narrow down? Get to us. What will
So
be that
basically, during the very first item in the meeting on the 13th will be us publicly announcing who our top 3 are, and the City Clerk will tally them up, and the top 3 vote getters will be the 3 that we interview.
Okay.
That work for everyone?
Thank you for clarifying. It will be an individual interview, not a group interview.
Absolutely. We'll send the other 2 candidates out, interview one at a time, alternating them and bringing them in.
But the interviews will be...
That's right.
The interviews will be public.
Yes. The interviews will be done right here publicly. We're going to send them out. Hopefully, I guess we'll send out a city staff member as well to ensure that they're not watching online. You know, we don't want anything like that going on.
I agree.
Sequestered.
Yeah.
Okay. So far, so good? Okay.
Excuse me, Mayor? This
Yes.
is the process we followed.
Let me get in practice. Councilmember Vitiello.
That's the process we've done previously, correct? So that way people
It
understand.
is slightly different. In the past opportunities, the top 3 were voted on, and everybody who got a vote was interviewed. So there were, if I remember correctly, 12 applications and they interviewed 8, either that or 16 and they interviewed 8, something like that. In this case, we're just narrowing it down to the top 3 vote getters. Is that acceptable? Okay, so the city council at the special session, top 3 candidates will be interviewed right there in public. And then we have the option to go into e-session to discuss amongst ourselves pros and cons of the top 3 as we heard the interviews. And then we will return to special session and nominate, vote, and announce the successful candidate. And then the successful candidate will be sworn in that evening. So that's my proposed process. Do you see any need for changing anything?
One thing I like about the process is it seems fairly swift. I don't see delays. I think it's timely. So that's one thing that I like about it. It flows really well.
Anyone else? All right. So
My only suggestion.
Go right ahead, Vice Mayor Manfredi. I have to practice this. Vice Mayor, I'm used to calling people by their first name, and I know I have to be more formal than that.
Just don't point at people.
Okay, Vice Mayor Manfredi. Is your mic on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not question, I guess my only comment is, I like what Amber said, that it's very quick, or Councilmember Learman, that it's very quick. Is it too quick? By going on the 24th, that we're gonna get applications available to people, they have to get them back by the 6th. Is that too quick considering Labor Day, I guess, in there, right? And stuff like that, where staff will be, I don't know. Maybe it's too quick, and maybe if we moved it a week, but then we'd be on the 20th at a regular council meeting instead of a special meeting on the 13th, because that's 2 special meetings in a row, Monday and Tuesday.
Correct.
I had posed it. Oh, yeah, we'll be at NLC
And we will be
for
away
4
at
days there,
NLC.
too.
So, but given the opportunity to see it and look at it and talk about it to yourself.
Yeah, you'll get the applications on September 7th. We're back from, we're back. And then we would have our top 3 identified personally on September 13th. So we're already back from NLC.
I wish more people showed up that were gonna apply, because then we can ask questions or whatever. Not questions, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a good enough time frame. I have no idea. I know if I was interested and you got the application on the 24th, I'd apply on the 25th. If I was interested, I'd get my application in as quickly as possible. But I don't know if there's more time needed, but I guess.
Anyone have any thoughts on that? Councilmember Vitiello?
If I was
Yeah, it's when like you're pulling your city council candidate, you want to be CAN 1, right? You want to be that first person to get your stuff in. So yeah, I guess it's not too bad of a time frame. I was just
Do you
thinking.
have your mic on?
Yes, I am perfectly good with the process.
Okay. It's 2 weeks. Right. And my thought was, when I put it together as a proposal, if you have been following this and you're interested for the last, 4 months?
Yeah.
You're ready to go.
Well, you've seen the people start showing up at
Yeah,
meetings.
yeah, exactly.
They know there's a spot coming.
waiting for long enough.
We're good with that?
Mayor?
Yes.
So you
Excuse me, Councilmember Marsh.
You can call me Bob if you want.
Yeah, and I'm good with Vince.
No, I'm
'Cause I'm calling
sticking to
Vince
it.
here.
So you've moved the Monday effort down to Tuesday.
Yes, it'll be the first thing that we announce our top 3s publicly.
Where did we get that top 3?
You choose from looking at all of the applications.
Do a vote in exec session?
No, you choose your top 3, and then you'll announce those, and then Vice Mayor Manfredi will announce his, and so forth. publicly, and city clerk will tally and then let us know, and we'll move ahead from there.
And she'll take
That's good.
And she'll take the top 3 of all of them.
Of all of
so
our-
if she has, if Amber, Councilmember Learman has 3 people, and they could be 3 different people, then 3 people are different from Councilmember Wade. So there might be 6 of us. It might be 18 people.
With 2 votes.
Right. And then we're at an 18-person tie, but it won't happen.
I
right?
suggest it's unlikely to happen.
Right. So then our city clerk will take the top 3 people of those 18 people, or 18 votes. The top 3 vote getters get an interview.
And I was just about ready to ask legal, if there's a tie, Dennis, or even Vanessa, if there's a tie, we can adjust to that there and do 4 interviews?
Or
Okay.
revote.
Yes,
Or a revote of the top 4? Okay.
yeah, or you can adjust. I mean, it's your
We
process
can adjust.
that you're
Okay,
setting.
perfect.
It's not set in stone.
All right.
The
Everyone's come, oh, go
The
ahead.
last thing I had was, I'd actually want to swear them in on the 20th, right before, during, like, the first part of that meeting, swear them in so they get the, so it's an actual meeting, it's not a special meeting, they can bring their families, it's scheduled, they can invite their
Oh, that's right.
kids and,
The family event. Right.
yeah.
I'm actually good with that
So
because
swear 'em in on the
I got
20th.
to experience that last Tuesday, and
Yeah.
it's quite wonderful.
Yeah. You know, because you're not going to bring your whole family
Right.
to interview process where you might not even be top
Good
3.
suggestion.
Good idea. The swearing
That's
in.
really good. Okay, so September 20th, swearing in.
Yeah. And you do that as the first thing on the agenda. That way they can come up, sit
Participate.
down, and start working.
Very good.
So they better be ready.
Everyone good with this so far? We don't vote on it yet. We'll go to the application next. Do you all have a copy of the application?
I do not.
No.
But we can share.
I'm willing to share too. You guys can share? I,
Want to go make a copy?
what-
He doesn't have
Oh,
one.
he doesn't have one. Yeah, make 3 copies. We're gonna make copies, guys. City Council.
Yes, Mayor.
I just ran. When you needed it, I mean.
Nice.
You really should.
I know, but I'm stuck. I realize.
Nonsense down. Yeah, there you go.
So this is currently a 3-page document. It's what they've used in the past, and we just want to make any adjustments as necessary. I know you'll probably catch these, Vanessa, but in the first one, I know that there's potential that the fax number has changed and possibly telephone number, but just take a look at that. But definitely so the by mail, it's a 2-week process. So do we even have by mail listed as an option for delivering?
No.
I suggest we take it off.
Yeah. Everyone agree with that? So we'll remove the by mail option so that it's either email, fax, or in person, and then the address for in person has changed as well.
Do I have a fax machine?
We do.
We'll have to get the cobwebs off.
Councilmember Wade?
Yeah, I'm just suggesting that there are people who use mail and do not use fax machines or emails. They actually use.
It's going to be hard, so they got to get it in the mail to us by that date.
Maybe just.
Or they can call me and I'll pick it up at their house if they want.
Can't carry anybody's. Now, just
ballot.
Just prepare for the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
If I may, Madam Mayor,
Yes.
The one we just handed out has updated all the addresses
Oh,
and
perfect.
phone numbers.
I have an old one then. Thank you.
So, but, you know, the question about mail or not, just tell us what you'd like us to do.
Okay. With mail, we've decided to not have by mail. Okay, council, on the first page, do you see anything looking down through there that needs to be changed or modified? Councilmember Vidiello?
You're not going to be, if you're not a full-time resident, 1 year, it should say that, correct? You have to be
Yeah, you have
living
to
in
be
the
1
city
year.
1 year.
So could we add the word required after the question, are you a full-time Maricopa resident?
Not 1 year, you can't be a council member, correct?
I think the first question you can just cross off, actually. Have you been resided within the city limits for a year is there, right next to it. And then the next one, are you a registered voter? So that's the 2 qualifiers for being a council member.
Well,
Gotta
I
be
think the definition is probably the difference between full-time and part-time. And so I think they both need to be on there.
Right.
Are you a registered voter? So we want to add the word required underneath, are you a full-time Maricopa resident? And to the question to the right, have you lived within the city's incorporated limits for a minimum of 1 year? That's required.
Yep.
And then are you a registered voter? I believe that's required as well. Yep. So probably putting those words on there.
Is that required?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, you need to be a registered voter. The fourth one, have you graduated from the city's or any city's leadership academy is not required.
We don't have one.
And we haven't done it for a year and a half, 2 years now, so.
I'm okay removing that
Yeah,
one.
we used
Everyone
to
else
be.
okay with removing that one?
Yep.
All right, what about the rest of page 1?
Doesn't matter how long they went to school.
Got to be 18.
Are you questioning the level of education?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It says not out.
You don't think it's interesting to know what level of education they might have?
I don't.
As long as they're 18 years old. That's actually should be part of it too. 'Cause somebody's 17 years old.
Can't
which
be a
is-
registered voter if you're not 18.
That's true.
Mayor Lehrman, how do you feel about that one?
I think it's interesting information. I don't know if we could put optional to answer, or I know it's not required, but not all questions on an application required by law. So,
Councilmember Marsh?
Required.
Okay. So on that
Say you put
question,
down required or not.
optional.
Optional, yeah.
So why have it?
Yeah. Why have it?
Well, if I were filling it out, I'd want to put it down.
If I was reading it, it wouldn't matter.
So is there another word or just leave it off?
Just leave it off.
Leaving it off.
Okay. And no questions on
To
the
be
last?
clear, you've asked us to strike the education altogether? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And the last one on that page is, have you served in any boards or committees? Make that spot bigger. I hope they're gonna fill that out, a bunch of them, right?
Yes and no. Do we want to go into detail?
It says, if yes,
List.
please list.
List them. Tell us what you've been doing in the city. I like that idea.
Okay, page 1, acceptable. Flip over to page 2.
I like this one too.
First question on the top of the page, everyone comfortable with?
Yeah?
Okay. Second question on the page, everyone comfortable with that?
I think so, yeah. I am.
And I like that they limit it to the past 5 years. Let's not go. Have you ever run for office before? Yes, no. If selected for this position, do you plan to run as an official in 2024?
I don't think that's necessary.
I don't think either of those are good or work.
I think running for office is good. But
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
Think about it. Yeah, think about it. So let's say somebody moved here 2 years ago and has been a mayor or city council member previously in his life or her life,
I
that's
think
nice
that's good
information.
information.
I think
24?
What about running for council?
my question, make them talk to us about it. Because yes or no, we can't ask them individually because it's just yes. Okay, that's it.
We could, on page 1, we could add to the last question, councils, boards, committees, commissions.
Yeah, there you go.
That'll work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because if they just say yes, it really doesn't tell us anything. They ran for office. But I would want to ask them. So I think that could be one of the questions we ask.
True.
Interview.
True.
Okay, so back on page 1, the last item, if you would ask city council, county elected.
Any elected.
Any elected
Yeah.
position. Have you ever served on an elected
Elected or
position?
appointed.
Elected or appointed, that's good.
Beautiful.
Okay, so then we're going to scratch on page 2. Have you ever run for office before? And if selected, do you plan on running in '24? We're going to
Yeah.
scratch that. Okay?
Both of them, yeah.
Scratching both of
Have you
them.
run for office before, and do you plan to run again? Both of those are scratched, correct?
Yep.
And then the second to last question, are you all good with that?
Is it needed? We're going to ask them, I'm assuming they're going to tell us that they're committed.
I think what this one might do is alert them to, wow, there's a lot expected of me.
It might scare
And
them.
and they might decide, nah, this is not for me.
Okay.
So I think it's value for them to see the list of things that it's expected of a city council. Any other comments?
I agree.
Okay. And the last one, can and will you work with others even if they do not agree with you?
Do you think anyone's going to say no to that? What's the point of it?
I agree.
Get rid of it.
Want to strike it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to strike that one. Okay, over to the questions, and this is where I ask you to be careful. If you want to strike something, strike it.
Now,
But don't talk about the interview questions.
yeah.
Okay.
So these are the questions that everyone's getting
Everyone's getting,
right at the beginning when they fill
Yes.
out the application.
Yes.
These are not the ones we're going to ask them personally.
right, correct.
Perfect.
Okay? So question number 1, in 300 words or less, please tell us why you're the best candidate to fill the vacancy on the city of Maricopa. Good with that one?
Yeah.
Second one, in 300 words or less, please tell us what attributes, qualities, special skills, talents, awards, knowledge you would offer to further enhance and diversify this city council.
Good.
I like the diversify part, yeah.
Yeah, I do too. That's good. Question number 3, in 300 words or less, please discuss 3 most critical challenges you see facing the city. And
Challenges or issues?
I would like to, yeah, I agree. I would like to change that one.
The
What
one
comes- wait,
the one
just-
that we have is different.
Oh, what does
Yeah,
yours say?
yes, ours says.
3 most important
Yeah,
issues.
3 important issues, not challenges.
Okay.
The one we have says, in 300 words or less, please discuss the 3 most important issues you see facing the city of Maricopa today.
That's what
Do you like issues or, I had another word just a second.
Obstacles.
Opportunities.
Challenges.
Opportunities. I like opportunities because it's.
Challenges, to be honest with you.
Like issues, because that can go positive or negative.
Yeah, issues is fine. Yeah,
I'm good with it. but
Okay.
yeah.
which is the same as we have on here, no changes.
Okay, perfect. In 300 words or less, please discuss what it means to you to be a good policymaker and serve the common good. That one interests you?
Kind of answers we get.
Kind of airy-fairy.
All right, everybody fill it out really fast and we'll see. What it means for you to be a good policymaker and serve.
There's
for the
value
common
to that
good.
question.
Yeah,
There's value to that question?
there's value.
Want to leave it in there?
No other one to add there.
I'm
Well,
like-
you can
I'm like
add
iffy
anything.
on it.
We can change it to whatever we want.
Yeah, you can
I like
add
it.
one.
I like it this way because give us a perspective of what they think they can do.
Or what would you change as that's probably up top with the issues. Yeah.
You like it, Councilmember Vidiello?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I think there's value to that question.
People have to understand, you can't just go and change a policy without. That'll be an interesting way to see what their thinking is of this position.
Everyone okay with leaving it in then?
I'm indifferent.
I am too.
Yeah, I am very indifferent.
I
on
am
it.
too.
don't care.
So
It's tied.
So yeah,
Leave it alone.
I'd say leave it alone. All right, any question that you want to add to the application? For me, I think it covers everything.
I mean, this could be where, no, I guess not. We'll ask that questions personally of people.
Right, right.
The ones I'm thinking of.
Everyone good with that? Okay, and the last item is please attach a current resume. Are you interested in that?
Resume is good. It shows where they work and stuff.
Commitment.
I'm not sure about the letters of recommendation, though.
I agree with that.
Yeah, drop them.
Drop the
I
letters.
think I would rather have a letter of recommendation than a resume. I'd like to
Get
see what
that
other
2
people have
weeks.
to say about, although most often
Make it
it's the
optional.
lawyers. But resume or
Oh, the letters of recommendation optional?
If they want to give them, they can.
Yeah.
Part of their
Resume required and
letters,
yeah,
of,
that's cool.
recommendation.
okay.
Accept.
Got that, Vanessa?
Resume is good because that way you could see if they've bounced to bounce to bounce, quit.
Okay. So,
I'm sorry, I
Yes,
want to
go
back up
ahead,
for just a second here.
Councilmember
Have you resided within the city limits for at least 1 year?
It's a requirement.
I wonder if we would say, how long?
You can put that right next to it.
Yeah.
Or just instead of have you resided is how long have you resided in the city limits of Maricopa with a line? And they got to tell us.
Well, we're
Years and
required
months.
them to be here at least a year.
well, I think we want to use it as informational, letting them know it's required that you be here a year.
But I'd be curious
They're
to see
required.
how long, any individuals, how long.
Well, I'm assuming when we put the application out, Vanessa will say, to be a council member, you need to be in the city 1 year and at least 18 years of age.
Yeah, that part, I got that. That's not an issue.
That is the purpose of this question, so they understand that is a statutory
Requirement.
requirement.
Right.
How do
But
we
you have
find
to
out
be-
how long though?
I think you just want to add another question. I don't think you need to bundle them together.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Because the
agree.
1 year
So
is required, the rest is informational.
it seems like we have interest in knowing how long they've
Yeah.
lived in the city, if you would add that question.
People that have been here a year, or not even a year, or been here a year, would make the year requirement, but a year and 5 days.
Yep.
Okay. Everyone
So-
comfortable with that?
And then on the 6th, by the time they turn it all in, we're going to get the application, the resume, and the recommendations if they write some by
Correct.
the 6th.
By the 7th?
Oh, no, yeah, they have to have them in here by the
By
6th.
the
We get them
6th.
on the 7th.
Yes, city clerk will send them to us on the 7th.
Question for the city clerk. Vanessa, you could do that, right? Get them all ready to go within a day? Okay. And we'll talk about how we get them, whether it's PDF
All right, so I think those are the two issues that we can address in regards to the process publicly, is the process and the application with the given changes. Do I have a motion? Councilmember Wade, motion. Second with Councilmember Vitiello. Any other further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone not in favor say nay. Nay. I mean, I don't mean nay. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Got excited there. Okay, so do I have a motion to adjourn?
Councilmember, or Vice.
To E-session.
Mayor.
Thank you. Adjourn to E-session.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Manfredi and Councilmember Marsh.
And Madam Mayor, for the public's knowledge, there is no return to an open meeting following the E-session, so
Right.
just so
Correct.
everyone's aware.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Okay.